Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Campus Care Ed Talks. I, Mehek Dhiman, your host for the day, would like to welcome you all. Ed Talks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is: should mother tongue be the medium of instructions in the school? And to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Mrs. Renu Yadav, ma'am, principal of FGN Public School. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Namaskar, Antel. Namaskar, Mehdi, and thank you for having me in your channel. Namaskar to everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you for taking out your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, ma'am, here we're talking about: should mother tongue be the instruction of medium of instruction in the school? So, they say that learning about our culture and other subjects in a foreign language can lead to confusion and lack of clarity. So, do you agree with this statement, and how do you see it? Do you think that there should not be a foreign language when it comes to, medium of instruction or teaching and the learning process? How do you see it, ma'am?
First of all, we get the national policy, and after that, we get the framework. If we talk about the national curriculum framework, we are into the third national curriculum framework, and all the three frameworks they emphasize on the use of mother tongue. The mother tongue should be the medium of instructions, and NCF clearly says that since childhood, the students they learn the concepts more rapidly and more deeply when it comes to the mother tongue. So why are we hindering the growth of the child by using a foreign language? Using a foreign language means you have to emphasize the child to learn something that is absolutely out of the way of the child. Because see, in India, we have just crossed 75 years of independence. That means we are having all sort of children coming from every background. They are coming from middle class, they are coming from lower middle class. That means the parents are not, maybe they are not even educated. When the parents are not even educated, how can we expect every har ek tabke ka bacha to converse in English and learn the foreign language? That means foreign language means it's a pressure on the mind. When it comes to the Hindi language, medium of instruction should be Hindi when we are talking about the area that speaks Hindi, or it should be mother tongue or the regional language in which the child has been groomed up. So I believe the foreign language if the child is learning, waste of energy, waste of no, the continuous mechanism is there. Firstly, we have to be absolutely polished with our language. Once we learn our language, parallelly we can take the foreign language, but not as a main language. This is what I strongly believe.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, in support of what you just, said, that a particular area where, there is a particular language spoken by people. So, there should be, education provided in the same language. So, according to a study, children learning to, their mother tongue, they can outperform children having a foreign language as the medium of instruction. So, do you think that teachers should impart lessons in their mother tongue and not in English language?
See, one foreign language period in a day will do enough for the child to get introduced with the foreign language. If you talk about the mother tongue, it is a fact. Parents outperform. They perform very well when they are doing the things in their own language, because advantage of mother tongue is that it enhances their capability. First of all, then the students they are particularly good in their particular skill. That skill comes out when they converse in their mother language, when they express in their mother language, and the participation of the child becomes more and more when you see that they are speaking in their mother language, mother tongue. So mother tongue should be the priority, and the foreign language you can have one period of a foreign language so that the child is not out of the global arena. In this particularly changing socio-political scenario, the child has to be a little acknowledged. The child should have the no should be very familiar with the foreign language also. But if we are losing the strength, if we are losing the binding with our own particular language, the students will not be able to do very well in their education. So there are different examples. वैज्ञानिक हो गए हैं, astrologers हो गए हैं, or you speak about the different people who are absolutely doing wonderful in their lives. They do. take this opportunity of getting education in their own language. Japan ko le lijiye, Germany ko le lijiye. Why are they doing so good in their fields? Because they are absolutely learning in their own language. They express in their own language, do the things in their own language. So having the own language concept, the mother tongue concept in the school is a good thing. We should move forward with this.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very well explained, ma'am. Moving forward, ma'am, what are some of the other advantages? For example, you just gave us, two very beautiful examples of some other countries that they are, teaching their children into their mother tongue. So, what are some of the other advantages of?
See, madam, 85% of the brain development of the child takes takes away a troll. The percentage of 85% is a good percentage. और उतना brain तो उनका तब develop हो जाता है when they are in the early childhood. That means 8 साल की उम्र तक बच्चा के दिमाग का विकास बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है. If the child is in the environment where the child is getting it, everything, the reading skills, the writing skills in the mother tongue, the child is able to engross, absorb more and more. The child is able to liberally think. The child is able to liberally express himself or herself. But only when the child is given that particular space and atmosphere jahan wo comfortable ho. It happens. I am into this education department for last 18 years. And I have noticed that we do teach the students in English, but majority of the students are like sitting. They are most of the time not even able to get what the teacher is saying, the basic things, getting that environment at home. And how can you expect a ready wala, a traffic police wale bhaiya, or whosoever is sending the child to CBSE or ICSE school with a vision कि हमारे बच्चे को एक अच्छी एजुकेशन मिल जाए? उनको हिंदी भी शायद ठीक से नहीं आती है, प्रभुत्व नहीं है. So how can you expect the children that are coming from this particular background to be absolutely learning in English? So हमारे यहाँ के बच्चे most of the time they are just struggling कि कैसे तो वो समझे what the teacher is saying. And since majority of the schools in India are CBSE and ICSE schools, and majority of the parents want कि हमारे बच्चे को best education मिले, they are sending their children to these CBSE ICSE schools. CBSE ICSE schools में छोटे से ही preschool से ही they are teaching English. You will wonder that the notices that have been sent to the parents are also most of the time in English. We do the annual functions, and the annual reports that have been submitted are also in English. Parents are not able to understand. When the parents are not able to understand, they are not able to help their child out. When they are not able to help their child out, फिर हम ट्यूशंस के लिए भेजते हैं. एक और कल्चर डेवलप हो जाता है कि अब पेरेंट्स को अपने बच्चों को ट्यूशंस पे भेजना है. ट्यूशंस में अगेन दे आर लर्निंग द फॉरेन लैंग्वेज from the teacher who is not absolutely skilled with that foreign language. So ultimately the thing is that if the child is emphasized कि याद करो, पढ़ो, again rote learning होगी. बच्चा rote learning ही करता चला जाएगा, और उसका जो precious time है, the precious time जहाँ बच्चे अपने दिमाग के wings खोल सकते हैं, सोच सकते हैं, काम कर सकते हैं, creativity ला सकते हैं, वो सब डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाता है. बिकॉज बच्चा सिर्फ एक लैंग्वेज को याद करने पे तुला रहता है. अब उस लैंग्वेज को याद करने की वजह से ना तो उसका अपनी मातृभाषा पर प्रभुत्व हो रहा है, ना वो गणित मैथमेटिक्स समझ पा रहा है, ना वो ज्योग्राफी समझ पा रहे हैं. सो द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट द स्टूडेंट्स दैट आर फ्रॉम इंडिया, स्पेशली अगर हम अपने भारत की बात करें, तो हम इंग्लिश को या किसी भी फॉरेन लैंग्वेज को थोपे नहीं. It can go parallelly, but not absolutely as a mainstream.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very beautifully explained. Moving forward, ma'am, do you think there are some of when it comes to mother tongue and the instruction of teaching in school? Do you think there are some disadvantages also?
See, first of all, I would want to quote one thing that is at most important. Mahatma Gandhi ji. He said, if the child has been given education in the mother tongue, the child will take only 10 years to learn. Whereas if the same thing is given for the child to learn in a foreign language, the child will take 16 years. That means 6 साल तो हमारे सिर्फ एक फॉरेन लैंग्वेज को अपने अंदर एनग्रॉस करके किसी चीज को सीखने में लग गए. Disadvantages, if you talk about mother tongue as such, I don't see any disadvantage apart from the that majority of the books that are available in the market are published in English. तो वो बच्चा जो एक हिंदी मीडियम बैकग्राउंड से जाता है, या फिर ज्यादातर इंग्लिश को नहीं पढ़ता है, हिंदी पढ़ता है, तो उसके साथ एक ये प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है कि यस, इफ द चाइल्ड हैज टू डू इंजीनियरिंग, इफ द चाइल्ड हैज टू गो फॉर द मेडिकल्स, तो उसके साथ कुछ स्ट्रगल्स हो जाता है। बट आई वुड वांट टू से थैंक यू टू द गवर्नमेंट की अब एमबीबीएस की पहली हिंदी वर्जन बुक मध्य प्रदेश में आ ही गई है। आई थिंक उत्तरांचल भी लेकर ही आने वाली है। So in case if every one of us try to cooperate with every section of the society and the department, we definitely can do much better with our own language also. And that will ultimately lead to the betterment and the development of the country. Like as I said before, जापान क्यों इतना आगे है, जर्मनी क्यों इतना आगे है, why are they first in everything, majority of things, टेक्नोलॉजी की बात ले लीजिए, साइंस की बात ले लीजिए, बिकॉज उन्होंने अपने आप को ग्रूम किया। ऐसा नहीं कि किसी फॉरेन लैंग्वेज को अपने बच्चों पर थोप दिया और उनके बच्चे फॉरेन लैंग्वेज से ही कॉम्बैट करते हैं लास्ट तक। सो दैट इज व्हाट आई सी कि यस, इट इज एब्सोल्युटली इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर देम टू लर्न देयर ओन लैंग्वेज आल्सो।
Absolutely, ma'am. Lastly, ma'am, do you think the idea of bilingual language is it a better approach? What are your views on the same, ma'am?
Again, the same thing, bilingual approach is a better view. Students should be familiar because see, when we see opportunities for job, majority of the Indians are also opting for the jobs outside India. And the medium of instruction is the medium of language that can connect them to worldwide is definitely English. Okay. Though we have different technologies that are helping out the children who are moving ahead for studies or the people out going for the job to use different type of technologies and convert their own sentences into that particular language जो भी उस देश में बोली जाती है। बट हाँ, ये बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है कि एक पीरियड तो कम से कम ऐसा रहे जहां पर बच्चा कैन बी एब्सोल्युटली फैमिलियर। ऐसा ना हो कि बिल्कुल ही एकदम से नया हो जाए, उसको पता ही नहीं कि इंग्लिश है क्या या कोई और फॉरेन लैंग्वेज है क्या। तो 1 या 2 पीरियड तो हम दिन में दे सकते हैं फॉर अ फॉरेन लैंग्वेज, बट जो हमारी कोर एजुकेशन है दैट आई बिलीव उस पे हमें ध्यान देना चाहिए। जैसे कि एनसीएफ, एनईपी कह ही रहे हैं दैट वी शुड बी एम्फसाइजिंग मोर ऑन द मदर टंग।
Absolutely, ma'am. I think learning should be more fun, so that students are not scared to be into the school. The younger students, when they get admission in the schools, they are really scared to go in the school and they don't want to go school too.
Would you believe, ma'am, even teachers, they are afraid to get into the schools because the very first thing that scares them is that, oh, that is a English medium school. How will I go there? Because they are also coming from a background जहाँ पे वो struggle करते आए हैं to learn English, to comprehend the language, to face this particular एक देखिए आपकी अपनी एक मातृभाषा होती है ना, वो आपको गले लगाती है।
Sure.
You will never feel awkward if you speak wrong Hindi. But if you are wrong in English, people will start making fun of you. So आपको एक डरावना सा माहौल देता है वो फॉरेन लैंग्वेज। तो फॉरेन फॉरेन ही होती है, अपनी माँ माँ ही होती है। सो ये बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है कि हम इस डर के माहौल को खत्म करें। पहले अपनी भाषा से अपने बच्चों को समझाएं कि क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है, वो उसको बेटर समझ सकते हैं, बेटर क्रिएटिविटी दे सकते हैं, एंड देन डेफिनेटली they should be learning one language parallelly, सीखें, familiar बने, so that they do not have any type of fear. But I believe कि एक confidence and shaping of the personality, shaping of the identity जो एक मदर टंग से या फिर एक रीजनल लैंग्वेज से हो सकती है, बच्चे के अंदर उसकी काबिलियत को हम बाहर निखार के लेकर आ सकते हैं। That could be only done by the mother tongue only.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, Renu ma'am, for being here. It was lovely having you here and, listening to your viewpoints and experiences on mother tongue. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and thank you all the viewers of NTAP. Great to be here. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Have a blessed day, ma'am.